What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the sub. It's free, costs you nothing at all, and you might see something that you like, who knows, right? And I poked her in the eyeball. That's not good. You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. We're gonna do this again.
Quit moving your hands around so much.
All right, you ready?
No, my eye fucking hurts. Are you ready?
Yeah. What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the sub. It's free, costs you nothing at all, and you might see something that you like. And when it's all said and done, go ahead and hit a like and leave a comment and we can see whether we agree, disagree, or agree to disagree. So today we're gonna jump straight into it and we're gonna talk about Fallout, the adaptation from Amazon. We are gonna let you know whether they did it right, did it like shit, or if it's somewhere in between, and we're just gonna go from there.
I thought it was really good and I'm excited to get into the spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And if you have seen it, let's get to it.
All right, so spoilers. Where do you want to begin?
I don't know, man. There's so much to go over. I mean,
I actually want you to be the one to talk about spoilers because there are certain things that I knew because of the games, but they actually uncover some stuff that you don't find out from the games.
Huh, like what?
Like, I don't know if it told me in the games or not that Vault-Tec is the one that dropped the bombs. Maybe I just forgot, but when I started piecing that together towards the end, and then I was like, oh my God, they fucking dropped nukes on the world.
Yeah, honestly, there were several times in it where we were...
The Commonwealth.
Well, there were several times where we were thinking like, oh, okay, it hasn't been 200 years. There's no way, because this, you know, then there you have Maximus where he was like, no, the bombs dropped when I was a kid. And she's like, what do you, like, she doesn't really think anything of it at the time, but I'm thinking like, how if, you know, the ghoul is over 200 years old and then it happened and this person is this old, and they do a really good job of giving you like little tidbits here and there and then connecting them later. I really appreciate that. There wasn't really any plot holes for me that I could name off the top of my head.
It was kind of confusing me at times when it was like 200 years and then I'm like, but how are they still around?
Right, we were like, well, maybe they lied. Maybe they haven't been in the vault that long. Like maybe it hasn't been 200 years, but it was 200 years and they actually just dropped a second set of nukes. Because they wanted to
really, that's how they deal with issues. They're just like these people are
let's just start over, reset.
Nuke them. Yeah. It's freaking wild.
It is wild, but they, like, honestly, they did a good job of capturing that side of humanity where they think that they're doing good for all, when really they're just like doing their own. Like everybody has their own idea of what they think that humanity should go towards in the future, and I think that you kind of see that play out. And I think that it's really cool to see 3 different characters and their backstories and going forward. You don't really see a lot of Maximuses though. You don't really see.
You do.
You see bits and pieces, but you don't really see like him going through.
But what they do is they connect him with Lucy.
Yeah.
And the way that they connect him with Lucy, it's like, oh, my dad killed your entire family and everything that you know.
Basically,
you
yeah.
know?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, whenever her brother went into, what was it, Vault 31? Yeah. With 31, I was like, oh, it's gonna be his mom in there. It's gonna be his mom. And then it turned out to be a little brain rolling around on the floor, and it was Bud. I was like, I was so not expecting that.
And then his mom is freaking a ghoul.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, that's so heartbreaking.
It really was.
And it was just the way that they went about it.
Oh my God.
Way that
so in season 2, his brother's gonna find out all this information.
Oh yeah.
And that's gonna be crazy to see.
And I liked how they were piecing together, like he was piecing together everything that's happening in the vaults, and she's piecing it all together outside the vaults. Yeah. But they're piecing together different parts of the story.
Like simultaneously.
Yeah. So now they have the full
They're just some nosy ass kids, really, but...
Really, if it was me, my dad would have whooped my ass.
Then get PE right, my son. This is my son.
For the concussion, I am about to give you.
But I mean, you know, it's good for the story. It was in the script. Yeah. But, you know, it's really fun to see what's going on down there. Because honestly, I thought that what was going on in the vault was way more intriguing than what was going on the surface. Because it's just so many secrets. Like, you don't know what's going to be uncovered. You get so, like, this suspense that you're just like, oh my God, get out of there. They're going to come in. They're going to come in a second. Please get out.
And it's also, like, you know, something that I really loved was, like, the ghoul comes off as this fucking asshole, right?
Yeah.
The whole time, he's just this douche.
Yeah.
And what I loved about it was like, it made you understand his story and why he is the way that he is.
And not a lot of TV producers can make that, like make you feel for like the villain or the antagonist.
Yeah. And understand why he is the way he is. Yeah.
And it's really hard to see that. So they did a really good job of that, I
really
think.
did, because like he was my favorite character and he was your favorite character, so that means that they did something very right with him.
There were several times where
you agree with him.
Lucy kind of pissed me off. But also you get to see the ghoul's like backstory, so you could see that he was really a softie before. And I like that he was saying, she was like, what are you? And he's like, I'm you, just give it a little time. Like basically to say like, everybody eventually will evolve into this person because of the evil that you see on a day in and day out.
Yeah.
And that can kind of contribute to like society today.
Yeah,
like if you're pushed far enough, you get to a certain
You'd
point.
be surprised at things that you'll do.
Yeah, exactly.
So Lucy's naivete was so fucking annoying sometimes. But then it's like, I understood though. But I understood because it's like, you are literally
She's
from-
just sheltered,
you're,
literally.
You're from a cousin fucking society.
Yeah, that was her brother cousin in there.
And
they're really from Alabama.
Yeah.
It's the Alabama vault.
That's where it is.
Sorry, Alabama.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly, I didn't see a lot of growth from Maximus's character. I wanted to see more of that.
Yeah.
He was the character in particular that I thought that didn't act that well.
Value Jonathan Majors, you know? Like he had these facial expressions
I can
and the
see
way
that.
his character carrying
But
himself.
way cornier.
Yeah.
But he's also like hella weird. Like when they were talking about like intercourse and his dick exploding and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I could have done without that. But it was a little comical relief.
I appreciated that they didn't hold back. Like I said, I appreciated the gore. I appreciated that they didn't hold back from that. I appreciated everything that they really did with this. They brought this world to life in a way that I didn't think that they were going to be able to. And then they just added another story to the world. So I'm grateful for that. So I mean, I liked it. The twists and turns were freaking wild to me. And I'm happy to.
No, there were several times where Maximus really upset me because I was like, why would you do that? Like you know what's gonna happen, you know? Yeah. And then there was also like where he went at the end to go and attack Lucy's dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, he's in your suit, dude. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? And so he gets knocked out, obviously. And I'm like, they keep getting separated. And that's how I'm like, bro, how are you gonna find your way back? But then they're all eventually gonna meet back up in the same area. Yeah. I don't understand. And then what really confused me though was, what vault was it? Where they just went into this building and they dropped down? Like, so basically anybody can go into this vault.
Well, no, different vaults, like in the game, like different vaults have different like entryways and stuff like that. And then like something from the games, which you basically found out in the show, was that different vaults were bought by different companies. Like it says Vault Tech on it, but it's really owned by a different company and they can do whatever experiments that they want. So yeah, they can do whatever experiments that they want on these people. Like some vaults are literally just for, like in Fallout 4, you go into a vault and it's really just to see what happens when you cryogenically freeze people for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like how long can you keep them frozen, right? And like run tests on them and everything like that. Yeah. So, I mean, it's freaking wild. These people are out of their damn minds. Like it's crazy to watch it unfold.
The guy that plays the ghoul, I feel like he always plays the bad guy, but he does it so well. But to see him in his backstory play a good guy, the diversity, like the dichotomy between like seeing him in that role was actually really refreshing because you really believe that he was like this sweet dad that just cares about his family, you know? And then at the end, he's like, where's my fucking family? You know? And I was like, holy shit, his family's alive.
Yeah.
Oh my God, somewhere. Maybe they're in like a freezer somewhere.
Dude, I squealed. I was like, oh! Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, his family's alive, bitch.
He's gonna fuck some people up. He's gonna Liam Neeson these bitches like so.
I can't wait, dude. You know he's about to go on a rampage next season.
I will find you.
Great. Yeah, and I will kill you.
Yeah. Anyways, the doctor, where...
Man, I thought he was gonna stick around for longer, but every time you care about a character, you start thinking
Wait, no, are you
great.
talking about the scientist or the doctor? I'm talking about the weird doctor that was like...
Oh yeah, the one that's like definitely on crack.
Yeah, 100% on crack.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the guy from Scary Movie where he's like, take my strong hand, you know?
Oh, but I didn't realize he turned him into a ghoul.
Yeah.
And then when he said that, I was like, oh my God, the Brotherhood's gonna freaking off. That guy was so annoying.
Yeah, he was.
I was so glad when he died. I was like, finally.
But I was also pissed off at Maximus too. He didn't die.
He did die.
No, he was a ghoul. Remember, he ran off in the sunset. I was like, thanks, man.
I think he got shot in his head.
He did. He got shot in the neck with an arrow. But then he pulled it out and he was like, why am I not dying?
Yeah. What? Yeah, what a weirdo.
But yeah, no, and I was really irritated with Maximus because I was like, why would you tell him, dude? You had one night with him where y'all were laughing and you're like, I can trust him.
Well, and I understand. I'm like, he didn't have friends, so that
This guy hazed you.
But he wants to have friends. He wants to be accepted. He wants to have people that care about him. So he was really hoping that this was a guy that could, especially because he was apologetic for hazing him and treating him like shit. So he thought that he could trust him, but he forgot that everyone in the Brotherhood is out for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, except for the non-binary character. That's the only one that was really looking out for him.
Yeah, Dane.
Yeah. Was that his name?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dane. And then there was a few times where I was like, Lucy, how do you not know by now that everybody up here wants to either kill you or take your money? Bro, it took her freaking
4 episodes to get the fucking point. I was like,
but when
dude.
she finally came to and she was just capping people, I was like, it's about time, this thing.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah. That made me so happy. I was like, finally, you're cold-blooded. But for me personally, if I was out there like that in the sticks, dude, if I was in the shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, game over. The first person that tries to kill me, I'm like, okay, so everybody out here is just fucking every man for himself. I'm about to go ham on everybody.
The fact that there was a scene where the ghoul was trying to be killed. She was like, so-and-so amount of bottle caps to kill this motherfucker. And so he just
he
full
went
cowboy on everyone.
Bro,
and it showed you like
character.
he's like not to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
This man has been doing this for a very long time and he has a reputation. And I'm all here. I'm all for an outlaw. Especially an outlaw cowboy. His costume design was so good. They had it all the way down to his shoes. Like some little pointy
spurs.
Yeah, I don't know why he needs spurs.
That's exactly what I said. Like, ain't no horses out here.
But I can appreciate that they didn't like off the dog and they kept the dog around because I'm such a huge
in Fallout 4.
I'm such a huge softie too. So when he put the dog in the Coca-Cola freezer, I was like,
she felt so bad. Nuka
somebody please
get it right.
Whatever.
Nuka Cola gives you freaking powers in the game.
Yeah.
Not really. It just brings your HP up. And then it gives you a little radiation. If you get Nuka Quantum, that one doesn't have any radiation, and it boosts your HP by 400.
So what you're saying is the set design is pretty true to the game too, like all the little details that are in there.
It is on point. They have entire areas and places from the game. Like
where you're like, whoa, this looks
now, and I'm
just like it. Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, so
that's really cool.
But we thought it was great. We thought that it was on point, and there was a lot of great characters and character building, and I think that it really sets up season 2 wonderfully. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what comes next, and I think that you guys definitely should watch it. I heavily recommend from me. And how about you?
Yeah, I would definitely give it a once over. I think that it's good. I think you'll enjoy it. If you don't, I don't know what quarrels you could have with it. But yeah, I liked it. He liked it. We liked it.
We liked it. Eiffel Tower, boom. So you guys should watch it. Let us know how you guys felt about it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, stay tuned for more videos because we're going to be doing this more often now. Yeah. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.